Coming up on OC News, construction on the new buildings for the Visual Arts Department is still ongoing.
Californians are being heavily impacted by the floods, and Orange County Soccer Club is aiming to raise awareness to its team.
This and more on OC News.
This just in. Tech news. First responder on police.
There's been a lot of collaborative efforts.
I feel blessed to be here in Fullerton.
Brought to you by the broadcast journalism students
at Cal State Fullerton.
OC News starts right now.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to OC News. I'm Gwendolyn Miller.
And I'm Precious Castellanos. Thank you for joining us tonight. OC News is brought to you by the journalism students here at Cal State Fullerton.
Last June, the Supreme Court stunned the nation by overturning Roe v. Wade. The shockwaves are still being felt, even here in California. Heather Solis has the latest.
Gender-neutral bathrooms have been here on campus for a couple years now. Some of these restrooms are just a single stall, while others are set up more like a traditional public restroom. The goal of these restrooms is to be more inclusive to everyone, no matter their gender identity. A big advocate and supporter is LGBTQ+ Resource Center here on campus.
I think having gender-neutral restrooms are really important because it not only just creates a really calm and really helpful environment for the students, but it kind of just lets them know that they belong there and that this space is for everyone to come and enjoy.
There are about 25 gender-neutral bathrooms just like this one on campus, each marked with this triangle sign. The problem is that many students don't even know that they exist.
No, I didn't know we had those. I don't think I've ever seen them.
These bathrooms are scattered all over campus. They are positioned in almost every building to ensure they are easily accessible to every student. When it comes time to go, there is a map located on the CSUF website to help people find one. Even with all these restrooms, though, many students hope there will be more added to further push inclusion. Vanessa Feliciano with OC News.
In other news, the Visual Arts Department is currently undergoing their modernization project. Here's Pedro Gonzalez at the construction site with more.
Here at Cal State Fullerton, the visual arts community is ready for the modernization of the brand new building. With all the construction going on, all the students and staff are excited for what the project has to offer. The Visual Arts Department at Cal State Fullerton is currently undergoing a modernization project. With the previous building being on campus for 60 years, the department felt like it was time for change. Part of the project will include two new buildings. One will include a Begovic Gallery and student art galleries, and the other featuring high-tech classrooms and project spaces. Christina, a visual arts student, speaks on her thoughts on the project.
There was a lot of noise and a lot of banging near one of my other classes, but honestly it hasn't been too bad. It's been manageable.
Sweet. And then are you excited about this new addition for the Visual Arts Department?
I am. I've actually seen the drawings that they drew up, and it honestly looks very, very nice and modern, and I'm honestly very excited. I probably won't be here when it's finished because I'm graduating very soon, but it's probably good to come back and kind of see how they did it because it looks really, really nice.
For anybody who would like to help out the modernization project, the Visual Arts Department is currently taking donations. Around campus, there was a concern on if the modernization project would be a distraction during class. Monica, a visual arts student, talks about it.
My, situation, because usually when I get here, they're usually not constructing at the moment.
Cal State Fullerton and its students and staff is ready for what the Visual Arts Modernization Project is going to be like when it's finished. From Fullerton, California, this is Pedro Gonzalez from OC News.
Red Cross drives have been the biggest contributor of blood donations for the past 80 years. Our reporter Ethan Michael has the latest on how people in Orange County can get involved.
We're here at Cal State Fullerton, right across the public library, where Red Cross is asking students to help and donate blood. The Red Cross Blood Drive goes to the Cal State Fullerton campus twice a month to ask students to donate their blood for those who need it the most. Susan Child, the nurse at the location. We're here at Cal State Fullerton, right across the public library, where Red Cross is asking students to help and donate blood. The Red Cross Blood Drive goes to the Cal State Fullerton campus twice a month to ask students to donate their blood for those who need it the most. Susan Chow, the nurse at the location, told us who's eligible to donate their blood.
Anyone 16 and up. If you're 16, you have to have a parental consent. Until you're 19, there is a height and weight requirement. Otherwise, the general rule is 110 pounds over anybody. There are some questions that they do ask, some travel questions, medication questions, and things, but we fine-tune those when they're in the health history.
The Red Cross uses the donated blood to treat people going through surgeries, cancer treatment, chronic illnesses, and traumatic injuries. According to their website, every 2 seconds, people in the United States are in need of blood. Taking this into consideration, they also explain that one blood donation can save more than one life. So if you're feeling generous, Red Cross will be here today and tomorrow right across the library. I'm Ethan Michael, signing off, OC News.
Over half of the students who graduate leave school with debt to pay. The question of whether someone is ready to drop out is on the rise. Ethan Michael has more.
The closer we get to finding out what the court's decision will be on Biden's student loan forgiveness plan, each side of the argument are making convincing cases to why they will be right, creating more confusion and uncertainty for students' financial situations. As we get closer here in the court's decision on the Biden forgiveness plan, more students are starting to question whether college is worth it or not. I was able to talk to some examples of those who decide to drop out and those who decide to finish college to help each student figure out which is the right path for them moving forward. Emmanuel Fabian is a former business student here at Cal State Fullerton. He decided to drop out to pursue his business that promotes physical health and motivation. I was able to shadow him on one of his hikes and interview why he felt it was the right decision for him moving forward.
I think it did. I mean, for me, to me it was not, as important to finish school at the moment because I already had a business going on. So it was kind of pointless to keep on, getting in debt.
Using that degree, I was able to attain a real estate license. With that real estate license, I actually was able to get a job at CBRE. Now, this wasn't without all the support I had from everybody in my classes, my professors. A lot of college is connections, and I feel like I benefited a lot from learning about the real world through the people around me as well as my professors.
As you can see, each student's path in college is circumstantial. Pretty much depends on what they got going for them in school versus what they got going outside of school. I'm Ethan Michael, signing off, OC News.
Next on OC News, with the increase of rain in California, the state is now vulnerable to high flood risk. The World Baseball Classic returns after 6 years.
Are you a student at Cal State Fullerton and wanted distress during midterms? ASI offers drop-in art workshops to students. This and more coming up on OC News.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's in the softball.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Worried about your friend, but don't know how to reach out?
You could say, how are you, or get a fake tattoo. You can ask with an app if it works for you. You can chat with them in VR, it's all good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
We don't have time for spills.
Next. We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu.
Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Can I get an hour, please?
$1.
Have a good one.
Got it.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Let me get an out bar.
Sure.
$1.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Millions of people are under severe weather alerts as an atmospheric river continues to deliver devastating rainfall, floods, high winds, mudslides, and snow to California. Repo writer Mike Valerio has more.
It's just really horrible to watch people's lives just washed out.
An 11th atmospheric river system barely giving Californians a chance to catch their breath.
We weren't expecting it to be as bad as we're seeing it.
Most of the state, millions of people under a state of emergency Wednesday.
The flash flood came in and just took out things from people's yards, kids' toys, our garden, everything is just down under Santa Ana now.
Our worst nightmare came true. We had failure at the levee.
Engineers made progress shoring up the Pajaro River levee breach Tuesday night, but not before floodwaters ravaged hundreds of homes. More than 2,000 people have been evacuated, says Monterey County Sheriff.
There it goes. Oh my God. Oh.
In Northern California, high winds toppled trees and power lines.
Anyway, there goes my neighbor's house.
More than 180,000 homes knocked offline statewide, says Power Outage US.
We have heard reports of people seeing things flying through San Francisco.
Gusts so strong, they blew windows out of this San Francisco high-rise.
It's glass.
The building was like shaking a little bit.
Another threat in higher elevations, mudslides, like the one that crashed into this home in Placer County.
They described that a tree came through one of their windows and then it sounded like a train hitting their house.
This storm is expected to move out by Thursday, but forecasters say another is right behind it early next week. In Ventura County, California, I'm Mike Valerio.
I'm happy this rain is slowing down. Let's go to weather with Ariana Nava to see what is coming up in the week.
Wow, talk about crazy flood conditions. Over here in Orange County, there's still a flood effect until 9 p.m. tonight. Now for our current temperatures. We have a temperature of 61 that's our high temp. Our low temp today is gonna be 53 with a 7 miles per hour gust going up to 15 actually today. So watch out for the wind. Our humidity is at 86% and the sunrise was at 7:02 a.m. and then our sunset today's gonna be at 6:59. So catch a couple pictures, you know. Now to our 5-day. Wednesday today, like I said, high 61, low of 53. Thursday we're gonna not have any more rain. So it's gonna be 63 in our high, 49 as our low. Friday is gonna be more clouds, unfortunately. It's gonna be 66 in the highs, 48 in the lows. Saturday and Sunday, both in the upper high 60s and low 70s. So, you know, keep those hoodies on. Don't, you know, put away the jackets quite yet, but at least we won't expect any rain until next week. That's all for me at the weather station over here. Back to you guys in the studio.
That's all I have. That's all I have for you on weather. Titans, stay warm and dry. Back to you guys in the studio. Thank you, Ariana. We're right in the middle of midterms, so many students are trying to find a way to lessen the stress. ASI has posted some art workshops on their social media to help students during these tense times. Heather Solis has more.
Baseball fans around the world took to Phoenix, Arizona to watch the game's brightest stars compete for international glory as Chase Field would host Pool C in the opening round of the 2023 World Baseball Classic. The teams playing in Phoenix include the United States, Mexico, Canada, Colombia, and first-time participant Great Britain, who shocked many by qualifying for the tournament.
It really highlights certain cultures that you wouldn't know play baseball as well as they do. My family's country of England, you would think they would just be good soccer players, but there's also some good baseball players as well.
Numerous amounts of supporters came out to the desert to watch their home nations play, but none showed out more than the Mexico faithful. 29,000 fans packed into Chase Field for the opening match between Mexico and Colombia, but most were chanting for the green, white, and red. What followed was a back-and-forth matchup that saw an outcome not many were expecting.
I'm here outside of Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona, where day one of Pool C action's underway for the World Baseball Classic. Colombia upset Mexico in our day game 5-4, and we're minutes away from U.S. versus Great Britain in the nightcap. It's great to see so many fans out here since the first time the WPC is happening since 2017 due to the 2020 pandemic canceling this tournament.
Cal State Fullerton student Jared Gray made the 6-hour trip to Phoenix to watch some of the best baseball players in the world showcase their talents.
It's only like a 5-6 hour drive, so it wasn't too bad to come over here. Not every day you get to watch some of the best baseball players in each country, take advantage of it. So.
In the main event of opening night, a Kyle Schwarber home run would prove to be the difference as the United States squeezed past Great Britain, winning it 6-2. The top 2 teams at the end of pool play at Chase Field will move on to the second round in Miami, Florida, where Lone Depot Park will host the remaining 3 rounds until a champion is crowned on March 21st. Reporting from Phoenix, I'm Bryce Bautista for OC News.
A great weekend of sports as always, so let's kick it off to Cody Liu for sports.
What's going on, everybody? A great weekend of CSUF sports, just like Precious said. First, we head to Henderson, Nevada for the Big West Basketball Championship between the UC Santa Barbara Gauchos and your Cal State Fullerton Titans. Let's take a look. Torrey San Antonio with the drive and kick to Jalen Harris, and he hits the defender with the meanest crossover you'll ever see and hits the tray. Then how about a little defense to offense action? Torrey San Antonio with the block, and Jalen Harris with the lead-in pass, and he gets the bucket. It's the Torrey San Antonio show as always. He drives to the hole, pump fakes, gets the foul and the finish. That's an and one to cut the lead, for the Titans to cut the lead down to 2. But the Gauchos use an 8-0 run led by A.J. Mitchell to go up 9 with 2:09 left in the second half. CSUF would go on to score a few more buckets, but UC Santa Barbara would hold off the Titans to become Big West champions with the final score of 72-62. The winner of the Big West tournament would clinch a spot in the NCAA tournament, so unfortunately the Titans won't be heading to the big dance this year. Latrell Wrightsell Jr. and Torrey San Antonio were both named to the All Big West Championship team. Congratulations to the Titans men's basketball team on a successful season. CSUF is proud of you. There is a new rising soccer club in town. Our sports reporter, Brian Pineda, has all the details.
Orange County currently hosts 2 Major League sports teams, Anaheim Ducks of the National Hockey League and the Major League Baseball Los Angeles Angels. A 3rd rising professional team has made its appearance.
I want this club to be recognized as one of the top clubs in the United States, on the field and off the field.
The city of Irvine is home to Orange County Soccer Club, the highest profile soccer team here in Orange County.
Great Park in general is a place where a lot of youth players come and play from all over Southern California, so it's a great spot. I think kids can come look at the stadium when they play on the weekends in the fields on the side and kind of see that there's a professional club in Orange County.
The Orange County Soccer Club, which is located in Irvine's Great Park, hopes to give local children and young athletes the chance to turn their passion for soccer into a career.
We try to be what Orange County stands for, right? It's a beautiful place to live, but people work very hard. So we want our team to be a hard-working team, to be able to identify themselves with Orange County because we are one big family here, and we're very proud of that.
This upcoming Saturday, March 19th, at Championship Stadium in Irvine, the county's professional soccer franchise will host their second home game against Tampa Bay Rowdies. From Orange County, I'm Brian Pineda, reporting for OC News.
That's all for sports today on OC News. Back to you, Precious and Gwen.
Thank you, Cody. 2 police officers in Bellette, Wisconsin are called heroes after saving a choking toddler's life, caught on their body cameras. Rachel Perry has the story.
What? Caught on video, a routine traffic call turns into a life-saving emergency.
Please help me, please, 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 please help me.
Officer Anthony Love was responding to a traffic report when a language barrier prompted him to call for backup.
He advised he'd come over and help me out best way he can.
Just moments after the other officer arrived on scene, a woman came running down this block holding a 2-year-old little girl.
What's wrong? I don't know. She was drinking water. Please help me. Please help me. Please, 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 please help me, please.
She was hysterical. That's when I seen she had like a toddler in her arms, and immediately Richardson ran over to her.
The child wasn't breathing and appeared to be choking.
Come on, Mama. Come on, Mama.
Officer Antonio Richardson begins CPR until the toddler spits up.
She began to start breathing. It was real low at first, and then it gradually got louder until she started to scream and cry. Okay. It was definitely a sigh of relief because no one ever wants to see anybody die, and especially innocent young children.
And being a father, this hits close to home.
I was going to do anything and everything in my will to bring her back because that's what I would do for my own kids.
Community support rolled in, calling the pair heroes.
I couldn't have done it without you. So.
Thank you. And I couldn't have done it without you. So.